Every year in the draft, some players that get taken, you go, they don't move the needle much. But certain guys, you automatically think of their potential in Madden and or the squad they just went to and how well they fit with that team. So here's Sports Gamers Online top draft pick fits for Madden 19. Alright, let's get it.
Sports Gamers Online is the #1 source for the sports gamer.
First off is the Atlanta Falcons drafting Calvin Ridley. With Taylor Gabriel leaving in the offseason for the Bears, Atlanta needed a pure speedster to replace him in the offense. Even though since Kyle Shanahan left, it's not like they know how to properly utilize their speedsters anyway. That doesn't mean you won't once you get your hands on this squad in Madden 19. I remember first seeing Ridley in the game versus Mississippi State. He caught a little out route, put a move on a defender, and outran the whole defense for like 80 yards. He ran a 4.43 at the combine, but watching that clip, even that's hard to believe. Now he gets added to a wide receiver core of Julio Jones and, well, Julio Jones. Actually, Sanu is kind of okay, man, gives you some height. But Ridley's a playmaker. As I mentioned, he's going to be able to take a 5-yard drag and turn them into 20-yard gains, and straight burn cornerbacks whenever he feels like it. Pairing him up with Julio is going to be a diet version of what Cincy has going on with AJ Green and John Ross. A loaded offense just got better. Next up is the Baltimore Ravens drafting Lamar Jackson. Pretty soon we'll be able to relive all our Michael Vick memories, or for the younger guys our RG3 ones, once Lamar Jackson hits the field in Madden 19. The biggest loser in the Ravens drafting Jackson was Flacco, as he will be hitting the bench on the depth chart or free agency very quickly once Ravens users get their hands on the game. Jackson should start off like a poor man's rookie RG3 ratings wise due to him not being the #2 overall pick. He also allows Ravens users to trade RG3 ASAP in franchise mode, most likely to a Redskins fan who still probably has his jersey. That's if he's still on the team when the game drops. And pairing Jackson up with speedsters John Brown and Perryman basically tells you prepare for all the deep balls. But the fact that the Ravens now have an electrifying rookie quarterback to play with and develop is exciting for a team long known for their defensive playmakers. Next up is the Chicago Bears drafting Roquan Smith. Well, the Bears did it again. Already having Leonard Floyd on the team, they went and drafted another future Madden stud in Roquan Smith. The man ran a 4.5 140 time at the combine, so just imagine running around chasing running backs and tagging receivers coming across the middle with this dude. He's only 6'1", so he's not crazy tall, and one of his weaknesses in real life is because he's so small, he gets eaten on blocks easily. But he's going to be fun to use to control and develop on the Bears team already with a few Madden All-Stars on defense. Next up is the Cleveland Browns drafting Baker Mayfield. After passing on Carson Wentz, I still appreciate you for that one, and Deshaun Watson, the Browns displayed a unique gift of not only passing on good young quarterbacks, but also studs in Madden. So they went and fixed all that by trading for Tyrod Taylor. I kid, Taylor has the worst release of any quarterback in Madden. I mean it, test it out. Okay, I'm sorry, but drafting Baker Mayfield #1 gives the Browns and Browns users in Madden their young star quarterback to build around. Even though we all thought it was that last year with Kaiser, but oh well. The Browns, through their rebuild, have collected a bunch of players that are way better in Madden than they are in real life, basically creating the perfect team to start a franchise with, and now they got the quarterback to lead it. Next up is the Los Angeles Chargers drafting Derwin James. I mean, when Jalen Ramsey said James was the best player in the draft, it couldn't have been because they played for the same college or anything, could it? But he kind of reminded me of Aaron Donald. Everybody talked about how good he was and stuff, yet Donald still went in the teens, and James slid to 17th. Thankfully in front of Dallas though, who I'm glad didn't get their hands on him. So was that win in week 17 worth it, boys fans? Huh? James now's in the secondary with Casey Hayward and Verrett, with the best pass rusher in Madden 2 years running in Joey Bosa. Derwin is 6'2", fast, and hits like a truck. The Chargers defense got even scarier. Next is the Buffalo Bills drafting Tremaine Edmunds. Edmunds has creative player numbers for a linebacker. He's 6'5", so the lurks people will get with this guy's going to be ridiculous. On top of being huge, he ran a 4.5 4.40 time. In real life, his scout report list stuff you would figure would take some seasoning correct, like play recognition and getting fooled easily by fakes. So expect him to be pretty dumb to start off, but once he's seasoned and attacks, it's going to be game over for whoever he's targeting. And in Madden, it's going to be a lot of the same. He goes to a team with a very underrated secondary and a bunch of fast linebackers already on the team, so they're going to close fast on everything. And he has dreads, so that's always a plus. Not many linebackers are as big and move as fast as Edmonds does. In real life, he can end up getting somebody fired if his weaknesses never improve. But in Madden, it's up to you to make sure Edmonds ends up being the Pat Willis, Brian Urlacher combo that he's destined to become. And lastly is the New York Giants drafted Saquon Barkley. In real life, the pick of Barkley has split opinions. One side says you can't take a running back that high in the draft. For every Zeke at 4 or Gurley at 10, there's Le'Veon Bell in the 2nd, Kareem Hunt in the 3rd, or Jordan Howard in the 5th. Which is true, but guess what? This ain't real life. The bottom line is the Giants just got the best running back prospect to come out for a lot of people have said since AP. And the Giants have tried to shore up their O-line in the offseason, so there could be some running lanes for the young fella. With Odell, if they don't trade him, and Barkley on the same team, the Giants now have 2 elite offensive talents that will be fun to use, and many owners will be envious of in your leagues. But what do you guys think? What player that was drafted do you feel is the best fit Madden-wise for their team? Leave it in the comments down below. And if you were interested in the roster I used for this video, you can go right here for it. And stay tuned here at Sports Gamers Online for more Madden 18 and 19 content. So make sure to subscribe if you haven't. And once you're with us, hit that bell icon at the bottom so you don't miss anything we put out. I'm Chris. Thank y'all for watching and be good, y'all.
To the tomb, till I'm dead. Don't want room in my coupe, I don't want friends. You was at a